Welcome to Think About It 2.0. We thank you for sharing with us today as we continue in our series of 10 Below, where our sessions will be no more than 10 minutes at the most. And because of your comments and you wanting more of these, I'm going to do more of these. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers, and God is just good. So we're going to be talking about today, why is waiting on God so hard to do? And what we're asking is, if you are blessed by the podcast, please subscribe, leave a message, leave some comments, share, and like. I'd be so appreciative. It's very difficult to authenticate your channel, but with God on my side and you supporting me, we're going to be fine. So we're going to talk about, once again, why is waiting on God so hard to do? Waiting on God is against everything that we hold to be valuable as it relates to our personage, as it relates to who we are in our eyes and our identity. One of the things about waiting on God is you have to give up something that we cherish, and that's control. We cherish control. And when you're waiting on God, you're vulnerable because His time is not our time. His methods are not our methods, as Isaiah 55 tells us. And so we feel this sense of vulnerability because we can't make things happen just when we want them to. It requires us not knowing. It requires us not knowing what He's going to do, how He's going to do it, and most of all, when He's going to do it. That goes against everything that our flesh desires. We want control. That's what Adam wanted in the garden, was control. And so when we have to wait on God, it requires us to do a number of things. And we have to keep in mind that God knows our situation better than we do. He knows when we're suffering. He knows when we're going through something. He knows when we're fearful, okay? Now, it's funny. I grew up with this saying. He may not come when you want Him, but He's always on time. And it's true. That's true. That's true. That was a saying about God that I grew up with as a kid. He may not come when you want Him, but He's always on time. And He is always on time. But He's seldom early. I don't know how many times that I could count that He was early in my situation and just kind of wiped it out. For whatever reason, God still wants us to wait. And He wants us to wait knowing that He is going to deliver. But He's going to deliver in His way. So let's look at a text, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. It's a scripture that many of us are familiar with. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord. This word trust is an interesting word here in Proverbs. It's a Hebrew word, not that that's important, but it's a Hebrew word that means to hide behind God for refuge. To hide behind God for refuge. So when life troubles us, when a situation troubles us, isn't it wonderful to know that there's someone that we can run to and hide behind God for refuge, hide behind God for protection, hide behind God for rest, hide behind God knowing that He has your back. And it means to be confident and sure that God is going to see about you. He's going to make sure you're okay. It just might not be the way you intend Him to do it. And that's a major part of our problem. Is that, Lord, can't you just make it clear to me why you're doing it this way, so then I can be totally confident through all of this thing? And he says, that's the whole point. That's the whole point in you not knowing. So hide behind God for refuge, to be confident and sure, to be bold and secure, knowing that God is going to take care of the situation, that I'm important to him. That doesn't mean it's going to pan out the way you think. It does not mean that everything is going to go the way you think they should go. But waiting, in a sense, waiting on God, and in many cases, I tell people, it's not something to boast about, because you have to wait if God makes you wait. So you don't get into, oh, I'm waiting on God. You have to wait. But how do you wait? Do you wait with an attitude? Do you wait thinking God doesn't care? How do you wait? What's your disposition while you're waiting? Because when God makes you wait, isn't it interesting? He just feels far away. When he doesn't come in a hurry, he feels far away. But he's not. He has a reason for his timetable that's antithetical to ours. It's just totally opposite to ours. And so that trust is important. Knowing that God has your back. You know what happens when God makes us wait? This is what he does to our faith. That's what God does to our faith when he makes us wait. He stretches our faith. And when he stretches it, then it stands strong that next time around, because you don't panic, because you've been there and you've done that. God stretches our faith. He's always working on our trust in him. And so we have to ask ourselves, are we really trusting him? King David always questioned God's timetables. Lord, how long, Lord? How long, Lord? How long, how long, how long? And I've said it. And if you haven't, God bless you. I've said it. Lord, are you aware of my situation? How long? So yes, God does make us wait, and it is difficult to do, but it's worth doing. So when God makes you wait, go and hide behind him and find refuge. God bless you. God keep you. And please, take time to subscribe, like, share, and leave a message. God bless you all.